All right, so let's get into it. I'm wetting the paper down with the brush right now, and this is going to be a sunset landscape painting that I did alongside a tutorial that I found on YouTube that was really helpful, really good, kind of beginner watercolor painting tutorial. That's what I've been doing mostly. I mean, a couple of my friends have asked, like, am I taking art classes? What am I doing exactly? And I'm honestly just doing this. I'm going on YouTube and finding different tutorials and learning from watching more experienced artists. And it's been really good so far. So, just doing this landscape and relaxing after a long day of running around the city and showing apartments and just living the hectic New York real estate agent lifestyle. And speaking of hectic lifestyle, one of the things that I'm going to be doing coming up in the next couple of weeks that I'm actually really excited about is I'm going to be doing a 10-day, pretty much mostly silent meditation retreat. And it'll be the longest time I've spent meditating at one time so far in my entire life. I mean, up to this point, I've done a couple weekend things, several hour-long things, but this will be the first 10-day intensive sit with myself, sit with my mind, nothing to do, nowhere to go other than just right here, right now, and to see, where that takes me and what comes up and what maybe I'm confronted with, what maybe I experience, and just kind of taking note of my relationship with my mind and trying to take that to a deeper level. So I'm really excited to do that. It's at a place called Shambhala Meditation Center of New York, right in New York City, right in Chelsea. And it's a Buddhist meditation center, but it's a more secular, I guess, less religious centered place. Although, depending on how deep you get into their particular lineage and the Buddhist path, it does resemble certain aspects of religion. I mean, there are books and texts that you study and that you contemplate and different things, but it's not a religion in the sense that there's no God that they necessarily are worshiping, and it's open to people of all faiths and all religions and all belief systems. So it really is a universal way of learning to deepen your connection with your own mind and with your own experience of life. Because in so much of our lives, we're not really living our life in the present moment. I mean, we're thinking about what we have to do later, or we're being anxious about something that might happen, or we're looking back on something that already happened, and we're spending, I feel like, the vast majority of our lives in mental projections of the future and the past, and not as much of it in actually experiencing what's happening in this present moment. So this meditation retreat will be a really great opportunity for me to do that, and I'm excited to see what happens. And hopefully I'll be able to do a little bit of art while I'm there too, and see maybe where that headspace of being less caught in my thoughts, where that takes me creatively. I'm actually really excited to see kind of what art comes out of this deeper sense of having mindfulness and awareness and experiencing that on a deeper level than just the day-to-day life. So I'm super excited for that. It's coming up in just a little over 2 weeks now, so I'll definitely check in with you guys and talk about that experience, because I think a lot of people are interested in it. I can't tell you how many people I've told that I'm going to a meditation retreat and they're like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, I want to do something like that. So I think it'll be kind of cool for me to share my experience with it with my friends and my family on here who watch these videos, or people that I haven't met who watch these videos and might be interested in meditation and experiencing something like that, like a retreat. In addition to the retreat, I'm actually doing another session in a sensory deprivation tank, which I've done before several times, and I'm long overdue for a float. And if you don't know what floating is and what sensory deprivation tanks are, just search on YouTube sensory deprivation tanks. They're an amazing tool for engaging with your mind and really decompressing from all of the sensory input that we're bombarded with every single second of every day that we're alive. It's a really unique environment where you're weightless in floating in water and you have no sound or light coming in whatsoever, so your brain and mind is really free to decompress and to come back to itself in a way that's just not possible during your day-to-day life. So those two things, the meditation retreat and the sensory deprivation tank, are going to be coming up in just the next week or two. So I'm really excited to do those experiences and talk about my experience with it. But I hope you guys like this little landscape painting. I'm showing the finished project here. And I'm actually going to be mailing this to my mom. And she's going to hopefully frame it in her house. It's a surprise, so hopefully she likes it. But hope you guys stay tuned. I got some more art videos coming your way. And just tons of different creative ideas of different things I can do and get into and share with you guys. So hope you enjoy these videos. Hope you get something out of it. And yeah, thanks so much. Have a good one.